All right, we're live. Good morning, lovers. Good morning, love leaders. How are you doing today? Are we live? Comment here in the chat if you guys can all hear me and see me. It's a beautiful sunny day today. Happy Tuesday. Gorgeous and sunny here in Mount Shasta. I love doing these live streams. I love seeing people tuning in from all around the world. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. How is your Tuesday coming along? And, I got one of these Facebook memories this morning. Topic of this video is calling all healers. I think the most important time in humanity to get your services online. And I want to talk to you guys today about using the power of video. But this video was inspired today because I saw a memory pop up on Facebook. So good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. And 8 years ago, I hosted a private mastermind in my backyard, and it popped up as one of those Facebook memories. And I remember that was a time in my life when I was still working in a job. I was working for somebody else. I was selling mops and lint removers, doing these little product demonstrations. And I was really confused and really kind of freaked out, knowing that I needed to do something for myself and stop working for somebody else, and not knowing how to do it, not knowing how was I going to do this? I was joining professional speaking associations. I was investing all the money that I earned from my job into learning how to start an online business. Anyways, it reminded me, seeing that memory pop up reminded me of that time in my life. And since then, it's 2020 here, I've been running masterminds and group programs now for over 8 years. And I think it's a phenomenal way to get your work online. We run a group mastermind program called the 10K and 30-day program. We work with a lot of spiritual healers, coaches, experts who struggle with what do I do first, right? There's so many things out there. How do I get my work online? So I'm going to share with you guys here something really interesting. And how I got started was by doing a 30-day video challenge, okay? And I got started using video before Facebook and Twitter were around. That's just to give you an idea, okay? I remember my friend telling me, you have to get on this thing called Twitter. And I was like, what the heck is Twitter? What's Facebook? What is all this stuff? So that's how I got started doing videos. I'm going to share my screen. You guys know yesterday, if you tuned in here live, that I'm working on a webinar. So I'm going to share with you one of let's see if this works here. And let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Drop a comment here in the chat so I can say hello. Okay, let me see if this works here. Share screen. Here's some facts about online video and Facebook. Over 500 million, that's 500 million people are watching video on Facebook every day. That's according to Forbes. Native videos on Facebook, which is kind of like what I'm doing here today, have a 10 times higher reach compared to YouTube links. Marketers who use video grow their revenue by 49% faster than non-video users. 85% of the internet watches videos online. 45% of people watch more than an hour of Facebook or YouTube videos a week. More than 500 million hours of video are watched on YouTube every day. And get this one. This is the last one. This one will blow your socks. More video content is uploaded in 30 days than the major US television networks have created in 30 years. Read that again. More video content's uploaded in 30 days than the major US television networks have created in 30 years. So if you're not using video yet to promote your business, you guys are missing out. And it can be as simple as grabbing your iPhone and shooting videos. It can be really scary, I know, which is why we cover that in our programs. And I want to make sure that you guys, some people are asking here, this is the website to check out, 10K and 30-day program.com, if you want to find out about how we teach healers, coaches, experts, how to start using the power of video. in their work and promote themselves online, because there's never been a better time to get yourselves out there. I think the world now needs your services more. People are staying home, not allowed to go to work. It's time to take your power back now and get yourself online. So 30-day video challenge. This is how it started. I'll tell you guys how I got started online. And this is back before Twitter, and before I was on Twitter and Facebook, right? So I'm like really dating myself. But I followed this woman called Lilu Mason. She did a 100-day law of attraction video challenge. And I thought, that's so rad. I'm going to do one of those. And you can still find those videos on YouTube. So if you guys are tuning in here on YouTube, you can still see those. You can still find those very first videos on YouTube. And gosh, that just took off, you know, that really just launched my business in a way that I never imagined possible. And then I moved to Hawaii, and I started running Facebook ads, got my Facebook ad account shut down because apparently they don't like, I mean, I was like the bikini business coach, and they don't want you to rock around in a bikini posting ads about that, unless of course you're selling bikinis, which I wasn't. So I was like, okay, I'm in Hawaii, kind of back to the drawing board. And I said, you know, people want to see my life. They want to see what I'm up to. They want to see me eating mangoes and, you know, experiencing life in Hawaii. So I started shooting a video every day from Hawaii. And that again just took off, and we started teaching other people how to use a simple 30-day video challenge. It's totally rad. Yesterday, one of our clients said, oh my God, this is working. I got 100 people in my Facebook group, and I got a sales call in 15 minutes. And oh my God, you know, like, so we teach people how to create. A lot of our clients don't have websites. You know, they've never really even considered being an online service provider or coach. They've thought about it, but they don't really know, you know, they don't have any of these, you know, they don't really have like guru status or anything. So we teach people how to get started without a website. Super simple. You create a Facebook group and you start doing your 30-day video challenge in there, making people offers to, you know, join your programs, you know, take you up on your service offerings. If you're a healer, it works really, really well. We're seeing a lot of people get great results with that. And it also, you know, enables you to not have to be physically live with people or go to an office, you know, to deliver a service. And then we teach people like simple, you know, Facebook ads. We start them off with like $5 to $10 a day to add people into your group. So now you have a platform, which is totally rad, and you don't need a website. And then you can just use your iPhone and make videos. It's super simple. Mia Golden says, good morning. What's up, Mia? I caught you live 2 days in a row. Something good is flowing my way. Thanks, sister. Oh, you are welcome. What's up? Janet's in the house as well. What's up, Janet? Let me know if you guys are tuning in here live. If you have any questions for me, happy to answer any questions for you guys. What are you doing? What are you guys focusing on today? What rad thing, what rad project are you working on? Drop a comment here. Let me know. I'm actually going down memory lane today. That Facebook memory, man, just really brought so much up for me. You know, my first mastermind I hosted in my backyard with a few of my colleagues from the speaking association I was a part of back in the day when I was trying to figure all this online stuff out. And I'm so happy, you know, I'm just going down a path of memory lane, and so happy for all of the events that brought me to where I am today, teaching women how to overcome fear and thrive, teaching women in our 10K in 30-day mastermind how to use the power of video, how to own their value, how to break through all the gremlins and the negative chatter about, I'm not Tony Robbins. You know, what are people going to think of me if I put myself out there on video? What am I going to say on my video, Vanessa? You know, do you have scripts for all that stuff? Yes, absolutely, we do. And you can check out the program here, 10kand30dayprogram.com is the website. But we've actually, I looked online yesterday. We were cleaning up our Entreport list. We had like 140,000 people on our email list, which blows my mind. So we're doing some cleanup in there yesterday, and I took a look at the, we had a clients list a list of people that have purchased our mastermind just in the last 5 years, over 1,200 people. Like, wow, that's like almost five. What's 12 divided by 5? That's like, 250 people a year have come through our 10K and 30-day program, which is like so rad. So 1,200 women have taken our program and successfully launched themselves online using the power of video, which is so rad. And using a mastermind, I think, such a great way to create a safe space for people to learn and grow together, so that, you don't feel like you're alone. You can, I think that's the hardest thing ever, when you're like, oh my God, trying to piece things together all over the internet and you're all by yourself. Mia says, I'm working on launching my new program, From Powerless to Impactful. Love it. What's up? Janet says, a quarter of the way done with my book, 90 Days to Heal From Powerless to Impactful. Amazing. Oh, sorry. Janet says 90 Days to Heal Addiction is her book. Outstanding. Should freaking find my book here and do a video about that somewhere. What's up, Lee Richter's in the house. Love learning and growing together. Leah, loved your post together. I hope the next pandemic is spreading love worldwide. I am so down with you on that. Hallelujah. Yes, yes, yes. What are you guys working on? What are you guys working on? Kissia says, yes, we are not alone. I love that. Yes. Kelsey says, we're not alone. Love that. Yeah, you guys want to get into some kind of a group or a tribe where, learning and teaching and growing happens via osmosis. It's a lot easier when you're not alone. I think that's one of the hardest things of entrepreneurs is, you watch all these videos on YouTube and you're like, well, that's a great idea. Let me go try that. And then as soon as you hit a road bump, you're like, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing all this stuff. I'm going to some. I'm going to try and share my screen here. It's the first time I use this. Let me see if this works here. Let me know if you guys can see this. Again, I was working on a webinar, so I'm putting some slides together. It's kind of hard for me to pick, from all the testimonials and the snippets and the, case study videos that we've had here over the last 5 years alone, over 1,200 clients running through our program. But here's some of the slides. Here's some of the wins here. Trisha here, teacher, started a coaching business, made over $17,000 in her first month. Boom, over $100,000 in sales so far this year, just getting started. I just signed up another win in my program. It's really happening. Yet another high-end client. That's 3 in 2 weeks. All we do is win. Holy shit balls. Second painful sale. It's only the third day of the month. That's $7,000 in 3 days. So this is kind of what happens when you start putting yourself out there using a really powerful visibility strategy like online video. These are some of the results that's possible for you. And okay, you can see my screen. Good. I'm happy that works. And I also know it's pretty scary, like, oh my gosh, it's like these visibility blocks can be really real. So we can help you with that. 10K and 30-day program is a rad place. But it's really as simple as just grabbing your iPhone and shooting, selfie style video. You can now even do live stream videos, which is this here happening right now on Facebook. Let's see if this works here. Yes, 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 yes. And I got to tell you, it's been just the most incredible. It's been the most incredible thing, opening up Facebook and seeing that memory of, wow, what was it like 8 years ago, trying to start my business, not knowing how I was going to do it, running a mastermind from my backyard. And now fast forward 8 years later, 1,200 clients have come through our programs, women every single day, having success, making sales. Oh my God, it's really working. It's a really awesome feeling of being able to help people. And I think right now the world needs that more than ever. Needs your love and support more than ever. There you go. I want to make sure that focus was back on. So if you're a healer, if you're a coach, a consultant, if you've been just thinking about doing this, if you've had this in your mind for quite some time, it's just maybe been an idea and you're looking for support, you're looking for a recipe. We've got a rad recipe, our 30-day video challenge, my offer Bible, a community of love leaders and rock stars and other women that are really leaning in, up-leveling their skills, learning about marketing, learning about sales, learning about Facebook ads, learning about mindset. I call it like my tribe of soul sisters, really. Then the 10K and 30-day program is definitely something you want to check out. And you know what? Just get started. Like anyway, get started. There's a quote that I read yesterday for my clients, and I'll read it for you here today. I don't know if you guys hopefully you've heard of this guy, Jim Rohn. It's a little treasury of quotes. It's just a tiny little book. And pulled this out of my drawer the other day. And he says, personal development, unless you change how you are, you will always have what you've got. Unless you change how you are, you will always have what you've got. Life is a unique combination of want to and how to, and we need to give equal attention to both. So having the desire to do something is rad. Taking action on it, that's where the confidence comes from. And this conversation yesterday, a lot of our clients were like, Vanessa, you got such rad confidence. I wish I could have confidence like you. And how did you do it? And I was like, well, I failed a lot. I just put myself out there and was willing to fail along the way to getting it right. So wanting something and doing something are two different things. And I can absolutely guarantee that if you start and you take action, you will learn. The confidence comes from the doing. The confidence comes from the doing, not the thinking, but the actual doing. That's where the clarity and the confidence comes from. Kelsey says, I'm a fashion designer learning about the coaching industry. I love it. I'm a fashion brand coach. Fantastic. So you can basically take your expertise. We have women who are, in corporate jobs, in leadership, in business management. We have women who are helping other women get pregnant. We have women who are helping other women become better parents, communicate with their kids better. We have women who are spiritual coaches, a lot of energy healers, moving their business online. It's kind of how I don't know if you guys know this about me, but in every industry, fitness coaches, health coaches, nutrition coaches. I mean, there's so many different ways to brand yourself. Like Kelsey here, she's, learning about the coaching industry and she's becoming a fashion brand coach. Awesome. I think now more than ever, people are starting to look at like different alternatives in the mainstream media to get their information, if you know what I mean. So why not be one of them? Why not be one of them? Why not have your own kind of broadcasting station? I mean, I'm here in my office. I have this cool backdrop, which I think this thing's freaking rad. You guys think it's an actual... You guys, it looks good. You think it's an actual shelving unit, but it's not. This is it's a canvas. It's a picture on here. And I've got a light in front of me. I've got my computer. I'm streaming here from my MacBook Pro and having a conversation with people all over the world is like freaking rad. A lot going live on YouTube. I'm live all over Facebook. People are chiming in. I mean, you can have your own broadcasting system from home. It's pretty freaking rad. Tell you what, guys, and actually help people. So it doesn't matter what industry that you're in, you can brand yourself 1,000 different ways and, really, I think, put your voice out there, share your story. That story that I never wanted to tell. So I got started as a healer. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but my mom is a nurse. So I've got it kind of in my blood. She's always been, gardening and, natural healing, and took me to the acupuncturist when I was a kid. And so I kind of grew up with that. She always had like Chinese cough medicine and like drink this tea with all these weird flowers in it when we get sick. And then I got into, I took 2 years of school in Montreal, Canada. It was an energy medicine school. And I started studying with an acupuncturist. She was Anne Saint Amand, rad freaking woman. I started learning about Chinese herbs, how the emotions impact our physical body, how our emotions impact our physical body. And I just went down like a huge rabbit hole for several years. I became an acupressurist, massage therapist, and then I got into the law of attraction. And that, my friends, is where things really took off for me. And I decided, I wanted to live in Hawaii. So I manifested this job selling mops and lint removers in Hawaii. True story. Did that for 4 years. And then, became very successful with that. I did like $900, $1,000, sometimes $1,500 a day working for this company. It was a really great step in between like having my own business. And I invested all the money I had into learning how to do this. And it's a good thing I did that because that company went bankrupt. So all my friends that were, doing that job, working for that company, when the company went down, they were out of work. But I had invested in learning how to start my own business. So, this is why I'm calling this video, calling all healers, time to get your work online. It's really time to take your power back now. And take your financial control back. And there's no better time to do it. Technology is so super simple and easy these days. Everyone's got an iPhone. Everyone can shoot a 5 or 10 minute video a day for 30 days. It will do wonders for your confidence, and you'll learn a lot. You'll help people, and you'll make money from home. It's like the best thing since sliced bread. All right, let's tune in here. What other questions you guys have for me? Trish says, ooh, I'm new. This is great. I'm looking to shift online. Awesome. Yep. The time is now. Skull says, I'm late. You know what? You guys are not late. Let me tell you something. You're right on time. You are always right on time. How amazing that you guys are tuning in here live. I've always wanted to see you live. Oh, yay. Kelsey says, I got 2 years experience in the fashion industry, about coaching this about 3 months, and in love with it. Yeah, there's nothing better than the feeling when you actually help somebody for the first time. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm sharing these nuggets of wisdom with people, and it seems so simple to you, but it's like game changer for other people. And I don't think there's anything greater than really impacting people's lives. I really don't think there's anything greater than that. Janet says, I need help and guidance with my addiction. I really want to make something of my life. Hope you're doing well. Awesome. Absolutely. You can become an addiction coach. There's a lot of people that are doing work online with mindset, with spirituality. If you're a healer, if you have experience raising kids, helping people get pregnant, helping people with their relationships, with their marriage. A lot of clients are leaving. A lot of our current clients have left the kind of corporate America, and either they're HR people or they're managers, or they have some experience in marketing or leadership. I mean, we have real estate agents that have decided, fuck it, I'm going to start talking about sales and become sales coaches. There's so many different ways to take what take your information, your wisdom, your experience, and package it up into something that other people, that can help other people. It's kind of one of my favorite things to do is to sit down with our clients and kind of hear their story and then say, all right, here's the name of your program. Here's what you call it so it will sell. A lot of people call me like a branding oracle or stuff like that. I love marketing and sales. I love engaging people. Really a big fan of marketing. Super big fan of marketing and sales. The process of influence and engaging people. It's quite interesting. Trish says, that's my favorite part of working in a healing field. I love it. I love it helping others. Yeah, there's nothing quite like it. And, I think one of the biggest struggles that people have is thinking, well, I call it like the Tony Robbins syndrome, because people say, well, I'm not this big guru like Tony Robbins. Why would people want to listen to me? Or why would they want to, learn from me? Or why would they pay me? Because here's the truth. If you've read 5 books on a topic, you're considered an expert. Isn't that wild? But the real truth is if you can help somebody shorten their learning curve, if you can help somebody get a result in, a shortened amount of time, what's that worth to people? Like when I think back on all the money that I invested, all the mistakes that I made trying to put myself online, you don't even want to know the amount of mistakes and the time and the money I wasted. I wished I had something like our program back then when I got started, which is why I created it. It's really the fast path. There's spirituality, there's mindset, there's sales, there's marketing, there's video, there's live streaming, list building in that program. And it's really just the fastest way to get out there and to get sales, to skyrocket your confidence and cash flow online. So what would that be worth to somebody? If you could help somebody maybe, have a better relationship. If you could help somebody with their, CV, if you could help somebody with social media, if you could help somebody with their kids, with their addiction, somebody says here, I'd love to do something like that. What's that worth to somebody? That's I think one of the biggest struggles is that I see from new coaches and new experts online is, well, I don't really know how to package what I've got and what to call it. We cover a lot of that in module 2 of our 10K and 30-day program. And I'll drop again the link for you guys here. What else are you working on these days? I cannot wait to hear about it. What are you working on? Today, I decided to do this video again because I got this reminder, these memories on Facebook, man. Tell you what, these Facebook memories pop up and they just take me down such a trip of wow, where I came from and what has transpired in the last 8-10 years since I've been on Facebook. Such a trip, such a wild journey. I'm so grateful. I really am grateful and blessed every day to be able to inspire and empower women to implement this recipe that we have. It's really a recipe. And all you have to do is implement it. And we give you lots of support. We have a whole team of people that help you, video editors. We have people that take a look at your videos and take a look at your programs. And we help you set up a sales attraction system. So in 90 days, you start doing videos, you get your program together, you start making offers and sales. Pretty rad. I think it's rad anyways. Trish says, I have the contents. I need the organization to build a program. Yeah, I have too many areas I do. That's the problem. You're not alone. It's kind of hard, even for myself. I've been in this industry now for 11 years and I'm working on this webinar, which is how do you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. It's a big video presentation. And I'm like, okay, which story do I want to use? Which one of these hundreds of case study and testimonial videos for my clients do I want to showcase? I'm just watching hours and hours of video. Oh man, I think it's almost easier to start when you're kind of a beginner because you don't have so much to pull from. But that's definitely, you're not alone, Trish. A lot of people struggle with that. How do I take what I know and put it together in a way that, people will consume it, will want to buy it? We definitely cover that in module 2. We talk about your niche. We talk about, figuring out who your ideal clients are. And then in module 3, we start building your Facebook group and showing you how to fill it with people with a Facebook ad and start doing your 30-day video challenge. So you get a tribe together online of the right people, the right audience, and then you can start promoting your services to them. So module 2 is where we start looking at ideal clients and crafting your signature program. Super rad. Yeah, Anna, what's up? Anna Ty's in the house. Amazing. Skull says, how does it feel to empower these women? I bet it's amazing. It is. I got started. Oh, there's my book. Hold on a second. Let me just go and grab this because somebody here mentioned that they were writing a book, which I think is so rad. It's a long sales attraction strategy, but it is super rad. So this is the Take Your Power Back Now book. The Ultimate Confidence Guide for Women. You can get it on Amazon. This is the story of me taking my power back from a relationship I was in for 8 years. I could never leave this relationship with a narcissist. I learned all about healing, and I decided in 1 year I was going to heal every aspect of my life. And that was the same time that I was able to launch my business. I got out of that relationship and I decided to put it into a book. But listen, I never wanted to share that story, my healing journey of, waking up and taking my power back and exiting that relationship. Well, this book became a bestseller and launched an international women's empowerment movement. The story I never wanted to tell. So each and every one of you guys have a story that needs to be shared, that needs to be told, that can help inspire and empower other people. And the world needs it really right now more than ever. More than ever. Again, I never wanted to write that book. It actually sat on it for 5 years. And a book writing coach that I met, Les Kletke, I've had him on our Love Leaders Unite series here on Thursdays, but he saw a Facebook post that I made and he was like, there's your next book, Vanessa. And I was like, I don't want to write another book. That was my second book. I had written a first book. I'll show you this one. Oh. Let's make sure that backdrop doesn't freak out here. Hey, computer. This is really interesting here. Let's make sure this thing works. Okay, if I move the computer, then that camera goes out of focus. See if I can make that. Make it. See that? See the backdrop is actually just it's pretty wild, eh? It's actually just a canvas. Focus. Okay, I'm like geeking out here on the focus. So this is my first book. It's called From Bankrupt to $900 a Day Selling Mops. It was a true story. I started so many different businesses, and I remember one of my first businesses that I tried was multi-level marketing, which I don't recommend because you're giving away your most valuable asset, your time, and your coaching for free. But that was my first stab at becoming an entrepreneur. I went bankrupt and then joined that mop company. And I started teaching other people what I was learning about sales and marketing and what I was learning about the law of attraction in business and mindset and how to overcome rejection and fear of failure and kind of the inner landscape of what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. So that was my first book. And then my second book, this book writing coach was like, you've got to write that book. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I resisted it for like 5 years. Okay. That story became a movement. It's helped thousands of, I have people that, email me I still get people that email me saying, I can't put your book down. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And thank you so much for writing it. So I kind of, how do you put that feeling into words? I don't know. It's really rad helping people. So if you're a healer, if you're a coach, if you're an expert, take your power back now. It's time to get your story out there, change people's lives using the power of video. You guys can, in the next 30, 60, 90 days, you can create some incredible change in your life and your family's life. We can show you how to set up a sales attraction system. Start generating clients and sales online. Build your tribe on social media. Start using paid advertising to grow your tribe and grow your online presence, even if you don't have a website. Right? We have so many people that come to us and say, "Are you sure?" How many of your clients actually don't have websites? A lot of them. or they still have jobs and they don't want, they don't want their boss to see them on their personal social media page. So yeah, we just set up a group and everything happens in there. I think when you share your life experiences, it helps people connect to you. They know what you're saying is true. Yeah. What made you choose the title, Take Your Power Back? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a great story. I'm going to share this story before I jump off. I got a meeting here in 4 minutes, but that's a great question. What made me... Okay, so I had joined a mastermind program, and this is a real story. And then there was like 100 and something women at this event, and it was in New York. And we were all sitting in these tables, and we had there was, 12 people on each table, and you had to talk about what you'd accomplished that month. And whoever won from the table went up on stage to talk to the mentor and let the whole audience of over 100 people decide who would win an hour free phone call, coaching call with this mentor. Okay, so I traveled from Montreal to New York for this weekend event. There was hundreds of people there. And I said, I'm fucking winning that hour conversation. And sure enough, I did. So I was on the phone with this mentor, and it was a really hot summer day, and it was a thunderstorm. And she asked me, she says, well, what do you really help your clients with? We were trying to get clear on my niche. And I said, I help women take their power back now. And at that exact moment, boom, the thunder and lightning hit. This is a true fucking story, okay? And all the power in the house went off. It was like God's source spirit was saying, ding, that's it. It was like, boom. As soon as I said that, all the freaking power in the house went off and turned back on. And I was like, you won't believe what just happened. She's like, well, I think that's the name of your company. There's another story about this too, but that's how I came up with the name. I get a lot of signs and symbols from the universe, God, source, spirit, whatever you want to call your higher power. I get a lot of signs. You got to listen to those signs. Otherwise life becomes pretty intense. I call them these wake up calls. Sometimes, I'm like, give me a toothpick wake up call. I don't need a 2x4 wake up call. I listen now. And then the book, I actually, like I said, I didn't want to write that story. I was like, I'll just keep running around talking about sales and mops, and this is like the safe lane. This is safe for me to talk about, sales and marketing and law of attraction. This, emotional abuse, talking about all this, no. I don't want to be a poster child for that. But it's incredible how many women have, really resonated with the message. And it's just been a rad ride. So 5 years later, I started sharing that, and Take Your Power Back now really took off and became a worldwide women's empowerment movement. And yeah, we teach sales and marketing to women, but it's the empowerment stuff that really, the mindset, how to go in and look at your limiting beliefs, how to reprogram your mind for success, how your subconscious mind really works. I think that's the biggest takeaway, because then you can, making money is just one of the things you make. A lot of our clients actually end up revamping their relationships. A lot of them get married. I remember one of the first years I really got into the mindset work, we had 4 women that, got married. It was really wild. So when you work on your worthiness and your deservingness, it impacts every part of your life, not just money, but relationships as well. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in here live. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. I can't wait to do more of these. I'm telling you, now that I got this cool little rad background, I'm really enjoying this. Really loving this. And I'm loving connecting with you. So thank you guys for tuning in live. Again, if you want to check out our 10K and 30-day program and how we can help you using the power of video, rocking your sales, getting clear about what program to offer, what to call it, overcoming all of your visibility blocks, inner gremlins, definitely check out the 10K and 30 program. Angela Marie says, take your power back book is why I got started in your program. Oh, I made the decision even before my breakthrough call. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, and you guys can check out the Take Your Power Back Now book. If you want to get it on Amazon, you can find it there as well. It's on Kindle. It's on, you can buy the physical version as well. Super rad book. And if you have a big, powerful calling that scares the pants off you, this is your book. So check that out as well. Thanks so much, Angela, for sharing that. I'm so stoked that you read the book and decided to bet on yourself, lean in and bet on yourself. You are the lottery. Absolutely. Tuning into God's purpose for your life. Never been a better time, lovers. All right. I'm late for my meeting, but I'm so happy that I got to check in here with you guys on Facebook and YouTube. So many people here on YouTube chiming in as well. Love seeing that. Have an amazing day, lovers. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.